Hey guys, Skippy here. Okay, I'm on a roll. Gonna do March and April. Just a little side note, I did notice in one of my other videos I had a little notation there about what I spend for Cialis. You got me. Yeah, I do take Cialis. And actually, I will make a little video about where you can get that uh, fairly cheaply. Um, there's actual online store. There's many. You can get this in pharmacies. People sell it on the street, but that's a little shaky if you ask me. But anyway, neither here nor there. Let's get right into March. Now my new budget's 80,000, 10,000 rent, 1684 electric, not too bad. Out of 3,000. Water, 520 baht for water. Now, I did actually complain about this, and they came up with all kinds of stories about, because I moved in on the 20th, there was this weird, it's the bottom line is what am I going to say? They're showing me the bill, the condo makes the bill, you know. You'll see that evolve, that whole story evolve, but I do think right now that they're kind of taking me on the water here. Again, the place does have beautiful pools and all that, and they try to say things like, well, everybody's got to contribute to the pool. That's to me is a little bit of BS because the owner of the condo actually pays a yearly, some kind of maintenance fee. I think they pay it once a year in that condo, but in my opinion, that's what should be paying for all the maintenance of anything. But, you know, eh, it wasn't enough money for me to really argue about. And what am I going to do? Move and then risk losing my security deposit? Just something to be aware of. Uh, my food miscellaneous budget 28,007 out of 19. These numbers on this side, the 19, 10, they change sometimes as I'm adjusting what I'm spending, but bottom line is this column. This is what I spent 28,007. Yeah, cannabis is legal here. I do budget for that. Uh, I prefer the edibles, in case you're wondering. A little side note, this was back in 2024. It's now the end of May in 2025 now, and they are making some changes to that. When cannabis first became legalized, it was for medical use. However, tons and tons, and a lot of you guys are aware of this, tons and tons of cannabis shops opened up. They're just, they're selling cannabis, all right? Um, so now they're trying to do some kind of regulation where you need, or pass a law, I guess, or enforce a law that where you need to have a doctor's prescription for it. Which I think was the original intent of it. Now, as in Thailand, where there's a will, there's a way. Um, but be aware that, I don't want to get into a big debate on whether you think cannabis is good or bad. I mean, you could say the same thing about alcohol as far as I'm concerned, which I think is a much bigger problem uh, in the whole world. It's not just a Thailand thing, but in any case, I don't want to dwell on that. Didn't go out to the bar this month. Girls, okay. Uh, these two things may seem counter to each other. Not going to the bar, getting girls. No, I'm not using Thai friendly. That's if you're not aware of what that is. It's like a dating hookup site like Tinder or Grindr or whatever those things are. Um, uh, when you've been here a little while, and I've been visiting here since 2014, and I should change this to fun bucks, not girls. I guess I'm giving too much away. Uh, but anyway, so you tend to get to know girls that you like, or you keep in contact with them. You can arrange a little date. I'm sure that's what I was doing at that point. Insurance medical 2032 out of 7,000 budgeted. Bot bus, wow, okay, came in under 1825 budgeted, 1765 spent. Visa, we've talked about that a lot. Anybody has questions about that, feel free to ask. Again, I don't want to get into a big debate on whether it's better to do it yourself or better to use an agent. It's up to you. Do what you want. You know, it's your life. That's the whole point of moving to Thailand. You can do what you want. Um, clothes. I don't know what happened here, but I must have bought something. 857. Maybe I bought a Songkran shirt prior to April. I guess that's Songkran. Uh, massage. This is probably a massage and a haircut, I imagine. Uh, cleaning. That's my monthly 850 deep clean from this lady again. If you're in the if you're in the Pattaya, Jampian, Naklua area, and you need a cleaning lady, let me know. I will put you in contact with her. I still haven't asked her if it's okay for me to go ahead and uh, promote her here, but when she does tell me it's okay, or if she does, I will do that. Laundry, I have a washing machine. I'm going to keep saying this every video. When you're moving to a condo, two questions. Does it have a washing machine? Is it government electric? Internet, I talked about this. I'm paying 480.61 a month with NT for my internet uh, to run my TV and have Wi-Fi. But I have Wi-Fi in the condo. I probably could have ran it off my phone internet, but I wanted to have something dedicated for the condo. I don't know how well the phone would have done it. Although I have done it when the power's, well, not when the power's going out, but when the internet's going out. I have run it off of my phone, the TV. So, but I just wanted to have it. 208.33 is my unlimited internet on my phone, and looky. So I came in under 80,000 per month. So I'm pretty happy about that, or I guess I was very happy about that. I'm happy about it now. Um, so, all right, I essentially spent 68,500 baht and 94 satang, leaving me under 11,499.06 baht. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. Now, let me add something to this whole picture here. Um, I obviously maybe I didn't go out as much, or I don't know what happened. I don't remember exactly what happened back in March of 2024. But one thing I'm going to kind of throw in here, and I probably have mentioned this before, when you set up your condo, make sure you have, if you're into watching movies or sports or anything like that on TV, if you're coming from the US, I brought a Fire Stick with me, and I do have a VPN. I use NordVPN, which is great as far as I'm concerned. Um, so I brought my Fire Stick that I used at home here, plugged it in. I throw the VPN on, and I can access everything I could access in the United States here. My point is, yeah, when you're in Thailand and you're living here, you're going to be spending quite a bit of time in your condo. So there's a lot of things you want to consider. Like I have a very small condo. That does not bother me. I'm kind of a minimalist in a way. I don't like to accumulate too many things. I don't need a lot of room. I like the size of the condo because it's easy. Well, it would be easy to clean, and I do clean it. I have the lady come in once a month, and I clean, keep it maintained, cleanliness wise. But you want to make sure you have like a good entertainment uh, package or whatever you want to call that on your TV. I'm quite happy with Fire TV. You get tons of free channels, like from the United States, like Pluto. There's all kinds of free movies. The one, the one pay service I do maintain is Netflix. I do pay for that. And one good thing about that, you have your VPN on set to the United States. I'm getting the United States Netflix. I can just turn the VPN off, recycle Netflix, force stop it, clear the cache, and it comes back up, and you have the Thai version of Netflix. And you get a lot of stuff on there that, due to copyright things, that you see you won't see in the United States. So, and you could probably do that with other countries as well. I haven't really messed around with that. In any case, this is the month. I came in under, quite happy. Let's move on to April. 80,000 is the budget, 10,000 for rent, 2156.50 for electric, so I'm under my projection. 400 for water, which kind of seems like that. Well, you'll see how that evolves. 27, 426 for food, miscellaneous. This is restaurants. Um, Cannabis kind of went a little crazy that month. Um, yeah, look, I like doing it. You know, it's legal here. Um, I tend not to drink so much when I do cannabis. There's a lot of reasons people like it. All right, you can figure that out for yourself. If you don't like it, don't do it. The bar, that's going to the bar, buying drinks for you, your friends, or your girls, whatever. Oh, I should change this to fun bucks again. I'm being politically incorrect, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, fun bucks. Well, I guess I had a good time that month. Again, that's it is what it is. You do what you want with your fun bucks. I'll do what I want with mine. Insurance medical 2505 out of 7,000. Bot bus spent a little over 2530 on that. Visa we talked about zero for close. 230. I guess that's a haircut. Seems a little high. I think my haircut's 180 baht. I'm not sure how that got to 230. Maybe it was I don't know. My monthly deep clean 850. Laundry, I must have took a. You know what? My washing machine is there. It's not a huge washing machine, and I have like a quilt type thing. I don't know what you call that in every country. I call it a quilt, a heavier blanket that goes on top of the bed. It's kind of one of them that I have is too big for the washing machine. You can't stuff it in there. So I take that to the laundry. It's 170 baht. Internet, talked about that. That's condo internet and phone internet. I only went over 1657.44 this month, which I'm pretty happy about, or I was and am. So 81 657.44 for April. That's it. I'll be doing May and June next. I'm going to try to blow through 2024 again. Don't quote me on this. Rather quickly so I can start to get into 2025 and then start to do other things like do some videos about, I was thinking about my Vietnam trip. I have that. I have a Udon Thani videos I need to put up. It's going to get more live action after I get to this budget thing, but the budget's always going to be a part of this. It's one of the most important things of this channel because the goal here is to help guys that want to move here get an idea of what things are going to cost, what things can go wrong, and what can happen. All right, well, I thank everybody for watching that's watching. If you like the channel, I'd ask you give it a thumbs up. If you don't, I still don't remember if they have a thumbs down, but if you don't like it, give it a thumbs down or leave me a nasty comment. All right, guys. Uh, Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.